Dobry wieczór wszystkim. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic today. I'm Mysticle, and I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. The first thing that we have on our list today is actually Live, supporting Quest standalone. In case you're not sure what Live is, it's an application that allows you to record mixed reality videos in third person. Until now, it could be used with your Quest if you had a compatible PC, essentially allowing you to place yourself on a green screen and look like you're in the game. It's a really cool piece of software that creators have been using for a while. However, now Live Creator Kit is implemented by developers into their games and works on both Quest and PC VR. The default integration brings a standardized floating camera interface players can interact with that supports the first-person or third-person capture, or developers can build their own interface. Captured videos are stored on the headset itself on Quest, or on the PC for PC VR. Players or developers can adjust the field of view and level of stabilization, meaning a Live Creator Kit can also be used to capture widescreen first-person footage without cropping, just as you can with Meta Quest Developer Hub. In case you have that on PC, you can actually capture widescreen video in first person, but now you can do that without needing a PC. Gorilla Tag is the first major title to implement Live Creator Kit. It's been tested with a small number of users currently and will roll out to everyone in coming weeks. Penguin Paradise also plans to support Live Creator Kit, and DigiGod's Trombone Champ Unflattened, Scary Baboon, and Neolithic Dawn plan to support it in the future. So quite a few games are actually going to support the feature here, which is really nice to see. In case you're a person that likes recording these kinds of videos, you will now have the option to do so right there on Quest. What's also really cool is v71, which we talked a ton about in the previous video. It's actually one of the Quest's major updates and probably the biggest one we've had in a while. However, because of Meta's staggered rollouts, a lot, and I mean about probably 70% of you that commented in the comment section told me that you have v71, but you don't have the features of v71 yet, which is really stupid, but that's just the way Meta's updates work, unfortunately. I also have v71, but do not yet have v71 features. So, for us that don't have them, Fiend420 has very kindly posted pictures of what the new interface will actually look like. Horizon v71 permission usage indicators and history are now available, similar to what exists on Android phones with Android 12 Plus. History will also show for call log, location, mic, nearby devices, physical activity, spatial data, and storage. And here we've got a few images from Fiend showing off the new features of v71, once again, in case you guys have v71 but can't actually see them. So that's pretty cool. Those indicators seem to also be expandable inside your quick settings, so you can view a little bit more information about them. And yeah, hopefully everyone gets v71 features in the very near future. Meta has also plans to open up a physical Meta RayBan store in hopes of making smart sunglasses fashionable, which I think they have already done that, to be honest. I mean, Meta's smart glasses partnership with RayBan, as we have spoken about before, is actually quite successful. These smart Ray-Bans are some of the most bought products inside Ray-Ban stores, so that's already a major success. And as Road2VR says, Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses are already pretty fashionable, as they look nearly identical to a few of EssilorLuxottica's best-selling sunglasses, all being with the inclusion of neatly integrated cameras, speakers, battery, and an onboard AI driven by a positively tiny Qualcomm Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1 processor. With the launch of new pop-up stores in Los Angeles today, Meta is hoping to test out whether it can move the needle with broader adoption. Meta calls the LA pop-up store experimental retail, having modeled it after Meta Lab pop-up at Connect 2024 in October, which allowed event goers to try on a pair of Meta Ray-Ban smart sunglasses to capture photos and videos and keep the resultant files, or even buy a customized pair of $300 glasses right then and there. This is really cool. Again, this is actually something that I myself am quite interested in as a product. I'm already wearing glasses, might as well make them smart. I absolutely love saying that. However, they're not available here in Poland. So if I wanted to get them, I would have to, import them somehow and then hope that all the features work. It is something that I am planning to get my hands on sooner rather than later though, as even though they're not AR, I myself have been using a pair of smart sunglasses for a while. They don't have half the features these do, and they don't have cameras. They're just the Razer Anzu smart sunglasses that allow me to listen to music. And even that feature alone is actually worth it for me. If they have good enough speakers, being able to have like your own background music at times is just really cool. Seriously looking forward to seeing more people adopt these, and in case you have them, let me know your opinion on them. Now, we keep talking about massive updates. However, the Quest isn't the only one receiving these massive updates. Pico OS 5.12.0U has released, and Luna has very kindly posted the release notes for it here for the 4 Ultra. I myself actually have a Pico 4, as you can probably see right up here, and it's a fantastic device. This one, as you can probably tell by the changelog going on screen right now, is absolutely huge. They have updated pretty much everything there is to update, fixed a bunch of existing issues that they actually had with the device, and added features such as screen mirroring. So feel free to read the changelog that's on screen right now. But yeah, now onto some Vision Pro news, as a lot of you in the comments have seemingly been waiting for the cheaper Vision Pro, which keeps getting delayed. Well, you're gonna be unhappy, because it's been delayed once again, this time beyond 2027. Supply chain analyst Mysticle now says that the cheaper Vision Pro is supposedly been delayed beyond 2027. So this would mean, if you believe Kuo, that Apple's next headset will instead be the straightforward refresh of the Vision Pro with the M5 chipset that he claimed last month will enter mass production in late 2025. Interestingly, Kuo claims the cheaper Vision headset has been delayed beyond 2027 for a while now. However, less than 2 weeks ago, the information reported that Apple told a supplier to expect to produce enough components for 4 million units of the cheaper headset. And less than a month ago, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reported that it's still coming in 2025, priced at around $2,000. So we're getting a bunch of like different pieces of information here that might make absolutely no sense when put together. I guess it depends who you prefer to believe, whether it's the information, Kuo, or Bloomberg. But yeah, we're not entirely sure when it's coming. I'm honestly hoping it's coming in 2025, as we originally talked about, and that it hasn't been delayed once again, because I want to see this thing come out. I want to see more people adopt it. But yeah, it might be delayed. What isn't delayed though is VisionOS 2.2, bringing wide and ultra-wide Mac virtual display to the Vision Pro. This is something that they actually mentioned during their event, but it only arrived now. The new modes also appear to require macOS 15.2 beta, the latest beta version of Apple's operating system, as Upload VR wasn't able to get it working on 15.1. Since launch, the Apple Vision Pro has been able to replace your physical Mac display with a giant virtual display. To do so, you just look at your MacBook, click a floating virtual button that appears, or use Control Center for a desktop Mac. Apple's software then instantly creates a direct wireless connection between the headset and the Mac, meaning you don't even need a Wi-Fi network. And if you are on one, you won't suffer with any congestion issues. Until now though, Mac Virtual Display has been limited to a 16:9 widescreen aspect ratio. This isn't an aspect ratio that absolutely everyone uses. I myself use a 21:9 aspect ratio, which is an ultra-wide monitor, and now with VisionOS 2.2, that is exactly what you can replicate, which is really cool. It's nice to see them finally bring features that they talked about during WWDC, talking about making things happen. They're also apparently working on smart glasses. This is something that people really want to see Apple create. However, Apple was seemingly waiting to instead create AR glasses, not just smart glasses. But now, apparently, Apple seems to be exploring making smart glasses and reportedly could ship a product in 2027. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reports that Apple sent an email to select employees asking them to participate in a user study with current market smart glasses, which likely include the RayBan Meta glasses. Apple runs this kind of focus group to figure out what's good about existing products and where it could add unique value, to decide whether to go ahead with a product development. Apple is considering launching a RayBan Meta glasses competitor in 2027, Gurman reported, including the ability to understand the environment around it. So basically, using AI kind of like Meta does now, where you can ask the glasses something and it'll be like, oh yeah, this is how you fix this, or this is where you are, this is the kind of building that you're looking at. So Apple seems to be working on something like that as well, and could potentially ship in 2027. Now, knowing Apple, this is going to be an insanely overpriced product, but I am wondering how they are going to add to the already existing market. What can they change about these smart glasses that isn't already in them? I mean, this is an insanely tiny form factor that you can't really add much to. So I guess maybe better speakers, wireless charging or something like that. Gorilla Tag on the PSVR 2. This is something that we talked about in the previous video, as Gorilla Tag is arriving on the PSVR 2. However, I have some unfortunate news, as apparently it will not support crossplay at launch. This is a really weird little thing to do, if you ask me. Most of Gorilla Tag's players are probably on Quest, meaning that if you don't have crossplay at launch on the PSVR 2, your user base is going to be a lot smaller. It's just not something I would have expected. I don't see what the issue between PSVR 2 crossplay and Quest crossplay would be. This isn't that kind of game where I would see issues like that appear. However, clearly they did. Following last week's news that Gorilla Tag is heading for the PlayStation VR 2 after a PlayStation Store listing appeared, we've been waiting to learn more about what to expect. While another Axiom previously informed Upload VR that the VR hit will be free to play on Sony's headsets, just like the Quest version, the studio now informed Upload VR that at launch, Gorilla Tag for the PSVR 2 will not support crossplay multiplayer. While specifying at launch suggests crossplay multiplayer will be added later on, it's a surprising move, considering Gorilla Tag's user base on other platforms have over 1 million daily active users. So yeah, just like I said, it's a pretty weird move. I mean, I don't see this as a title that should have issues with crossplay, but that's quite unfortunate. As they said though, they specifically mentioned at launch, meaning this will hopefully come in a future update, hopefully sooner rather than later. So there you guys go. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something new. If you liked this one, please give it a like. If disliked it, I guess this button works too, but let me know why down below. If you're not yet part of the community but would like to join us, check out the Discord and the Reddit down below. We want to see you posting your spicy memes. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, much love. You are what makes this possible. So thank you so much. And thank you to anyone else that supports the channel in any way, shape, or form. As usual, if you want to be notified of content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your head, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.